You're listening to the Lazy Entra podcast, productivity, automation, and outsourcing tips so that you can work less and live more. Here is your host, Jason Dulé.
When you're giving a virtual assistant, or anyone for that matter, access to your WordPress website, it's critical that we assign them the right access. We wouldn't want the worst case scenario to happen when all of a sudden our website is down, deleted, and irrecoverable, whether with malicious intent or by mistake. I've given a virtual assistant incorrect WordPress access in the past. And when I loaded up my website a few hours later, it wouldn't load at all. Thankfully, the site they were working on was very much a draft site. But could you imagine if that happened to my main site that brought in thousands of dollars a month? Or to an e-commerce site that had thousands of dollars of product sales per day? Not only that, but there is the immeasurable effect on the company's brand as well. If your website goes down, visitors may view it as unreliable and untrustworthy after such a fiasco. Let's talk about these WordPress user roles so that we don't make that mistake. Now, the general rule here is to provide someone with the least level of access that they need. That way, they can't really mess up. And if they do need more access, they can always request more from you. So if you're unsure about what access to give one of your team members, start lower and move up as necessary. All right. By default, WordPress has 5 different roles: subscriber, contributor, author, editor, and admin. The subscriber role is a default role someone gets when they comment or sign up to anything on your website. It's for visitors and allows people to view your site and post their comments. Your VA will most definitely need something more than that. The contributor role allows users to create, edit, and delete their own unpublished blog posts. Take note, these are blog posts, not WordPress pages. And these are unpublished posts. After the post gets published, contributors can't make any changes to their posts anymore. On the title alone, you should give this to contributors, such as guest bloggers to your site. They can't make changes to other people's posts, so if you need your VA to edit, to recategorize, or to reschedule, or change the status on other people's posts, they probably need more than the contributor role. Okay, the author role adds the powers of being able to change their own posts even after the post gets published, but still not other people's posts. It allows the authors to upload files as well, which is useful if someone needs to upload PDFs or images. Next, we have the editor role. And this is most likely the role you want to give your VA. This is the role that lets your VA or whoever create both posts and pages. And it also lets them edit and delete other people's posts and pages. It allows them to edit and manage comment as well. Probably something you'll assign your VA to do. Editors can delete pages and such, but they can't seriously mess up your entire site in a way that can't be recovered. They can't change the menus, the design, the widgets, the plugins on the site, and they can't add or remove users, and more importantly, they can't access the site code. Those things are reserved for the admin role. And now the admin role lets users do anything that they want to do. Change menus, change the design, change the plugins, the widgets, the users, and even the code on the site. They have the power to take your entire site down, and with this much power comes responsibility. You probably only assign your VA this role if they do some web design work as well. Otherwise, the editor role should be sufficient. In conclusion, you should be familiar with the different roles in WordPress or whatever CMS you use. It could be the difference between your site being up or down for a few days. It could be the difference between thousands of dollars in lost revenue if something goes wrong. Like I said, in most cases, the editor role is suitable for VAs. But if your VA does design work and knows what they're doing, then the admin role can be good for them. Thank you for listening to the Lazy Intrep podcast. If you found these tips helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you left a review on iTunes. Even if it's just a couple of words, it'd be a huge help. You can find a link to review us on our show notes page or on our website, lazyintrep.com. Till next time.